Hi folks, it's Vince Reina again with the Reina team at S&D Real Estate Services, and it's time for It's the Market. We got a lot of good things going on, so let's get right into it. Before we do, connect with us on Facebook, Instagram, and get on our website, thereinateam.com, and check out a lot of the fantastic homes that are coming out. And look, we've got a lot of good stuff to talk about today, so let's dive in. Lakeland, Winter Haven, which is Polk County, new listings, 1,749. Now, that doesn't seem like a really big number until you look at year over year, 26% increase in listings. Here's where it gets even more interesting. Month supply is up 2 months. 2 months. That is 100% increase year over year from last year to this year. We've talked about this plenty of times. I told you I didn't know when it was going to come, but I knew that this market would have to level itself out at some point, and we're starting to see that. We're seeing less multiple offers. We're starting to see more sellers willing to negotiate. We're starting to see homes stay on the market longer. We're starting to see a change, a shift in the market. It's not going to be huge. Bear with me on this. It is not going to be huge. We're not going back to 2008 where there's going to be a ton of cheap homes that are all foreclosed. That's not happening. This situation is completely different, but we are going to see an evening in the market where we're not going to have as much competition. And as a buyer, you're going to be able to go in and really take a breath rather than have that constant push. I got to buy right now. I got to buy right now. So that's where the market's headed. Median time to contract, 10 days. That is up 67 or almost 67%. And median sales price is up 25.2%. That is Lakeland and Winter Haven, which is in Polk County. Kissimmee, Orlando, which is Orange and Osceola counties, new listings, 4,161. That's still down from last year. Month supply is 2 months. That's up 100%. That's pretty significant. Median time to contract is 9 days, which is up 28%. And median sales price is $427,000, almost $428,000, and that's up 17.6% from last year to this year. All right, Tampa Bay, which is Hillsborough, Pinellas, Pasco, and Hernando counties. New listings is 5,759. That's up moderately, really kind of not that great, but 1.7%. Month supply is almost 2 months. That's up 111%. That is significant. That's really what we need to be looking at. Median days to contract, 8 days, which is up 33%. And median sales price is $415,000, which is up 22%. So all of this to say that we are looking a lot brighter if you're a buyer. And if you're selling, you're going to really have to pay attention to what that list price is, because you don't want to end up on the wrong side of this market. Northport, Sarasota, Bradenton, which is Sarasota and Manatee counties, new listings 2,090. That is up 23.2%. Month supply, 2.2 months. That is up 175%. Guys, I'm telling you, this market is evening out. Don't think that this is going to be a market where you're going to be able to find that, $300,000 house selling for $150,000 like you did back in 2008. That's not going to happen. But you are going to see a lot more wiggle room when it comes to sellers and their pricing. And you are going to see a lot less competition, which is going to make it a little bit easier for you to go in and negotiate something that's going to be in your favor if you're buying. Median days to contract, or median time to contract, 9 days. That's up 50%. And median sales price is $525,000, which is up 26.5%. So you notice the sales prices have continued to increase year over year. So we're not seeing the sales price drop. We're not seeing, a negative number in the sales price compared to last year. What we are seeing is the market cooling a little bit. Interest rates are a little bit higher. buyers that weren't really serious or didn't have a true need or off the market. A lot of the people that decided that they were going to move to Florida because of a knee-jerk reaction to what was going on in the news, whether it was the riots or COVID or whatever the case may be, those people have now settled down. They've decided to stay where they're at. They're not looking at moving right now. If you're looking at moving, that makes it easier for you to get in front of a seller with a decent offer and be able to get your offer accepted. So that's something to think about. All right. If you have an opportunity and you haven't done it already, join our private Facebook group, which is Things to Do in Florida with the Reina team. Jessica, my assistant, goes in and puts all kinds of really cool events, new restaurants, new things going on, places to see, places to go, outdoor activities. I could go on and on. She does a great job. And we actually have about 10,000 members now. I need to change this graphic because it doesn't really show how many people we have to date. It's not updated, but it's a great group. A lot of things, a lot of fun things are being posted, and we encourage the people in the group to post things as long as they are family friendly. Keep it family friendly, keep it clean, and you can post stuff and we'll go ahead and accept it. So get a chance, check that out. If you're looking at buying a home and you have a need, you need to get out of the bigger home that you're in. It's just too much for you to clean, too much for you to handle. You need to get out of the small space that you're in and stretch your legs a little bit. You've got a growing family, whatever the case may be. If you've got a need, now is the time. Always look at your need first. The market is going to be what the market is. If you're worried about the interest rates, remember one thing. In the mid-1980s or so, interest rates were up around 16%. When I bought my first house, my interest rate was 9.5%. What did I do a couple of years later? I refinanced, got it down to like 4.5%. So interest rates are not really an issue if you're planning on staying someplace for a while. I kept that house for years. If you're planning on staying someplace for 20, 30 years, whatever it is, if that's going to be your full-time residence, don't worry about it. You can always refinance a couple of years later. It costs a couple of bucks, but it's well worth the money you save, and you can deal with it that way. There's always ways to deal with these things. If you have any questions about the market or how to deal with what's going on in the market, make sure you let me know. You can reach me at vince@thereinateam.com. That's my email address. Or you can call me on my cell at 863-398-6243. Again, 863-398-6243. You guys have a great day, and we'll see you next time on It's the Market.